Yo, what is going on, guys? Your boy Sister here bringing you guys a Cinema 4D tutorial on how to make your own advanced materials. We're going to be showing you guys how to make some nice advanced materials. When I say advanced, I mean way more better tutorial than I did for my first time doing this. Like I said, I usually did my simple, you click this, then you select this, then you select that, and then mess with that, and it was like a really simple 2-minute freaking tutorial. But I'm actually going to show you guys how to do something really, really nice. Make you, like, kind of like puts blending into material making. Kind of like Photoshop blending, you actually add more layers on top of layers, along with some effects that you can use. I'll show you, and you can actually mess around with the hue and saturation, all in the material making, and it looks like really nice. Also, if I just throw this out there, I have exclusive material pack. It comes with like 9 materials. It's $5. It's like the most sexiest HD quality lava materials ever. I'm gonna put that out there because I freaking believe it. So yeah. I'm going to show you guys how to make some really nice materials. Let's go. We're going to do this. And if you actually go to the description below, you can actually find some really nice textures to make your own exclusive ones like so. And hopefully this, guys, will give you like the inspiration of making new styles, because obviously materials has a lot to do with it.